So, good morning, students. Myself, Mahendra Saini, faculty from Civil Engineering Department. I would like to teach you today, or we can say discuss today, important topic. Important topic of wind and seismic analysis, which is a part of BTech Civil Engineering 6th semester for RTU exam. Okay, in this wind and seismic analysis we will study about the various codes. Some of them we have already discussed, and today we move towards next part of IS 1893 part 4, that is part 4 2005. This code gives the data about the earthquake resistant design of structure for industrial structures, including stake-like structures. Okay, stake-like structures. Okay, so this standard deals with earthquake related resistance design of the industrial structures such as plant or auxiliary structures, including stake-like structures such as process industries. Stake means power plant. Okay, process industries, textile industries, offshore structures, and marine, port, harbor structures also. Okay, so these all are known as stake. Okay, including stake. In addition to the above stake-like structures covered by this standard are such as transmission and communication towers. So these codes are related with communication structures, tower and transmission structures such as electrical tower. Communication towers means mobile tower or any tower related to communication. Okay, chimneys means installed where the electricity is being produced. Okay, stake-like and some stake-like structures, some as silos, including parabolic silos, water silos in which are used as a storage purpose. We have seen in the RMC plant. Okay, silos. It contained cement, two types of cement category, different types of grading, having different types of grading. Okay, and another is silos is full of plasticizer. Okay, so we will see the picture of these silos. So if you are able to see these pictures, these are silos. Okay, means a container, such as container. Okay, these are also silos. Okay, in marketing field it contains purchasing. It is an example of a silos. Okay, in the market, in the business purpose, purchasing is there, marketing is there, sales is there, and operations is there. So these are understood by taking silos are different to understand the business purpose. Okay, business fundamental. Okay, so we'll move further. Our next paragraph, we have seen various silos. Okay, the characteristic means intensity or duration of seismic ground vibration expected at any location depends upon the magnitude of earthquake. Its depth of focus means what are the from where from where depth it has been started. Okay, distance from epicenter, characteristic of the path through which the seismic wave travel, and the silos strata on which the structure stands. Okay, so these are the characteristic of seismic ground vibrations. Okay, the response of the structure to ground vibration is a function of the nature of foundation. Silos material depends on various factors affect this ground vibration. Nature of foundation, which type of foundation we have used in the construction of different structure. Okay, silos material, soil material. Okay, formwork, what type of formwork we are using, size and mode of construction of structure. Okay, it also depends on the vibrations, also depend on the structure. Okay, so and the duration and characteristic of the ground motion means how much time shaking will take place during earthquake. So response of a structure to ground vibration depends on these following characteristic. Okay, or factors. This standard specifies design forces for structure standing on rock or soils. Okay, so design specification, forces calculation, it depends on then for what structure is standing, either it may be rock or soil, which do not settle, liquefy, and one matter is one part also matter, that which type of soil you are using, which do not settle, liquefy, or which do not slide due to loss of strength during vibration. Okay, so it depend on these features. The design approach adopted in this standard is ensure that the structure possesses minimum strength to withstand minor earthquake. Okay, so design approaches adopted for these to satisfy these standards. Okay, which occur frequently without damage, resist moderate earthquake. Okay, without significant structural damage, though some non-structural damage may occur, and withstand a major earthquake without collapse. Okay, so this gives the different criteria, 1893 part 4 2005 for industrial construction. Okay, some another codes are also available for earthquake design, resistance structured design. Okay, IS, one of them is IS 4326 1993. This code is about earthquake resistant design and construction of building code of practice. Okay, this standard provides guidance in selection of material, special features of design and construction for the earthquake resistant building, including masonry construction, timber construction, prefabricated construction, etc. In this standard, it is intended to cover the specified features of design and construction for the earthquake resistance of building of conventional type. Okay, conventional type means simple living. Okay, means comfortable. Okay, conventional sources means sources or building used for natural purpose, or green buildings we can say. The general principle to be observed in the construction of such earthquake resistant building is specified in this standard are lightness, continuity of construction. Okay, avoiding reinforcing, avoiding or reinforcing, projecting and suspended parts, building configuration, strength in various directions, stable foundation. Okay, ductility of a structure, connection to non-structural parts, and fire safety for structures. Means all those specifications are given in this code, okay, related to the residential building, okay, or building construction for any purpose, mainly in conventional types buildings, okay. So thank you. We will see in next lecture about this remaining code, okay. Thank you.